You driving?
Some Plan Bs are smarter than others. If you're drinking, don't drive. RBT means you need a Plan B. Authorised by New South Wales Government, Sydney.
We've been asking questions about captaincy this year. Are there any answers to those questions?
Nothing for sure just at the moment. I think we'll be announcing that in the next few weeks. But I would have thought with the Australian captain and the Australian vice captain in our ranks that they'll be a pretty good chance.
Yeah, but not always available. It's a real issue for New South Wales.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things we've got to... I mean, it's a bit hard to actually say who's going to be captain when those guys aren't here because, I mean, at this stage we don't really know who's going to be in the team. So, as I said, I'd say we'll probably move that way and just play it by ear once we know who's in the team, who's available for us during the season, because we've had 4 or 5 guys do it over the last few seasons, and we won't be sure who's in the team, who's available, as I said.
Smithy's pretty firm that he's pigeonholed himself as a batting all-rounder. Ashley Mallett saying that he could be as good a bowler or as cricket all-rounder as Richie Bennett. Where do you see his bowling in your position?
Oh, look, certainly I think he's got some improvement to do, and he knows that obviously from a spin bowling point of view. But he backs himself. He's not afraid to try things with the ball. I would say it'll be batting in the top 6 and playing as the second spinner. I would say down the line.
How do you think he went over in England? Were you impressed with?
Oh, look, his batting. His batting was along the lines of what we thought at New South Wales Cricket, what he could do. We thought he's a very talented young player. He's got a good cricket brain on his shoulders, and he's shown that potential for over the last few seasons. And, it was Doug Bollins is a shocker. He won't be captain, but Smithy, as I said, he's shown that potential over the last few seasons, and I think he's probably tightened up his game just a fraction, and I think that's probably more natural than anything. To be successful at each level you get to, I think you do tighten up just naturally, and he's certainly done that. He's certainly working on a few other things as well, and I'm sure he'll go from strength to strength.
Confident the Blues will have a better year?
Oh, look, I mean, if you have a look at the results last year, we finished just out of the finals in both the competitions. So, there's not a huge improvement to go. I think if hadn't lost the point for the slow over rate, we'd have been in the final. So, not a lot to do there. I think there's probably more changes to be made behind the scenes than on it. But certainly, getting everyone heading in the one direction has been a focus. So far this year, and obviously will be for the rest of the year. And the boys have responded, extremely well. It was a good feeling amongst the group. At this stage, I'm as confident as it possibly can be before the season starts.
What do you make of the new Ryobi Cup format?
Well, it's good that it's all in Sydney. We don't have to travel, so I suppose it could be a little bit of an advantage there for us playing all the games at home. Guys being able to sleep in their own beds. But look, having said that, it's the first competition in the year, and the other 5 teams will be out to get off to a good start, and we know there's any of those teams can win at any time. So it'll be a difficult start, I'm sure, for all the teams, and whoever can get on a roll early. I think with a condensed competition, I think whoever gets on a roll early, could be competing in the final at Ryobi Cup.
The Shield fixture looks like a real test for bowlers. All those back-to-back games. Does that concern you?
Yeah, look, I think we'll have to have a real depth in our bowling ranks, and look, that's probably one thing we have got with, especially from the pace bowling. Having said that, we've lost Cummins and Stark for a good deal of the season, I think. So, before we've even bowled a ball, that strength is going to be tested. But we're going to have 3 or 4 quality pace bowlers still available after those 2. So, looking forward to the season, and I'm sure those pace bowlers will do a good job. Look, we might have to keep an eye on 1 or 2 of the younger guys. If they've played a couple of games in a row, we might have to make a decision on whether we put them through a third straight 4-day game. So we'll just have to play it by ear.